What's up, you guys and girls? This is Tim Driver, the managing editor of the Diecast Collector. Tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from, we're doing a update to the channel. Not short. I just want to go ahead and make this abundantly clear in the beginning. So, what you see on the right hand side, it would be the Little Red Express. Basically, I got some bullet points I'm just going to run over. I'm not going to put them in the actual description because it's just going to take a bit. I did this on the other video mentioning it, so it's good. So, fun fact, the Little Red Express was only made for 1 year. The total units were built in 1978 was 2,118. In 1979 was 5,118. And the total its total was 7,306 altogether. Another fun fact, it was based on the D150 platform. So I just wanted to go ahead and put that in there. That's some cool, interesting facts. I didn't know that was just going to be. I knew it was going to be a 1 year thing, so I kind of figured it was like, okay, for 78, 79, okay. Then on the left, we do have a Mazda RX-3. So I'll make sure I'll put that in the description box below. Next Tuesday, we're going to be going with two cars. I'm going to do research on one. The other one, I can tell you it was a story about what happened when I was a kid, so I'll wait for that one next week. Update to the channel. I'm still waiting to hear on the 1500 Chevys. They're supposed to be coming in soon. Think one's supposed to be coming in tomorrow. Another one's supposed to be coming in sometime in the next day or two. We also begin some. We're going to have some construction or event stuff. We're going to have some party. We're going to have some hats and trash can, garbage cans, and some more cones, and I think more of barriers. But we're going to be having that coming up, I think, Sunday. And then tomorrow, we're supposed to be having another Hot Wheel from the 90s come in, something that I vividly can remember very vividly. That will be coming up on another upcoming episode of the Retro series on Tuesday. Anyway, I can't really speak more on that on the blog channel because there's only a limited amount of time I can say on the blog, and I'll have to make 2-3 videos, and I don't want to like doing all that. So right here on this channel, I can just tell you all of it. But I want to let y'all know that starting soon, we are going to be, because we're getting into the actual official holiday where Thanksgiving's rolling around the corner in about 2.5, 3 weeks. And then plus in 2 weeks on a Sunday, I'm not going to be doing nothing because unfortunately, I can't really say specifically what it is, but unfortunately, a family member that I had for a family member that I lived with and was a part of my life is no longer living, and that individual's birthday is coming up in another 2 weeks or another week, not this week but next week. On the it's on the next 2 week, maybe 2 weeks from this past Monday, the 16th of November. So I'm not going to give out more information than that. But anyway, it's a family member that I was. Let's just say we didn't really get along that well, and I'll just leave it like that. That individual's birthday is that Sunday, so I'm not going to be on doing anything. I'm not going to post nothing up. I may not post any. If I'm gonna do something, it'd probably be the day before on the 15th. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. I am not 100% sure what's going to be going on the week of that. I haven't decided, and quite frankly, I'm just not going to be. I don't know how everything's going to play out. So, just for right now, guys and girls, um, I may or may not be doing anything on that Sunday because I'm going to celebrate someone's birthday. I could say that as far as I can tell you. Um, but I'm going to celebrate this no longer living individual's birthday, and it hurts me a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it does. The person's no longer living. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to go on into the detail. I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube for personal reasons. Um, but anyway, so we may not be doing anything on that particular Sunday, but I may try to do something on Monday. If not, then it is what it is. Moving on. So I had somebody on Messenger the other day or personally text me. I think it's either one. I'm not 100% sure. Messaged me and asked me, hey, can you give me some info? What's going on with the series that you're doing? Okay, guys, I'm going to break it down to you. And not trying to go long-winded here, but I'm going to try to explain it to the best of my ability and to the best of the knowledge that I'm can only put in contours. Because there's still a lot of stuff that's coming down the pipe that I really can't speak on, but I can speak on what I can say. Um, the plan originally was we're going to do every other Tuesday of every week. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to work. We were coming into an area that we were not really feeling that it was going to be really welcome to the channel, and we didn't want to. Um, we just really didn't have. We had the actual cars that we could do, and that was originally what the plan was. Just do one every other Tuesday. Um, we were going to do one episode every other Tuesday, but and I wouldn't say the word overwhelmed because that's being overused, watered down. I will say it's more like the presentation was going to be there, but it had lack of presentation. And the reason I say that is because I was going to put too much in and not enough whatever it was going to be. So I instead just said, hey, look, let's just change it a little bit and let's go to a different direction. So um, my bestie and I were sitting down one time at dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it, whatever way your your way you can put it at dinner, supper, whatever. We were sitting down, we were eating, and we were talking about it. And that's when we discussed it, and that's where we came up with the idea of moving it to once per month, one episode per month, but had the same idea of going ahead and do one every week, providing I could have enough cars to do the content with. So that's where we're at now. And if you want to go back and check that stuff out, I would suggest go back to the actual video where the introduction to it. Go check that video out. Wish I could put them in descriptions, but I just don't. I can't do them on my phone, so I can only do it on my laptop. But go back and watch the introduction to that, and then go back to watch the first episode, and you can see where I'm talking about and then go back and watch the ones that are on Tuesdays after that episode. Basically, you have what they call a subject. You have a subject, an episode talking about a subject, and then you have a sub subject. So you'll have like a monthly subject, and then you have a weekly subject. And basically, I'm kind of keeping everything fresh and new, but I'm also allowing things to grow a little, give it a little bit more space, give it more breathing, all that stuff. So that's why right now, the first episode when it came out, and I highly recommend go back and watch it and give it some love, is the original versus repop, and I explained in the introduction of it too. But I also elaborated more on the actual. In the live video I done one, I actually talked about it, but I also mentioned about it in the first episode. Go check that video out. I highly recommend it. This time we're coming up in this month, we're going to be talking more about race cars, like street trucks, race cars, um, stuff like that. And we're going to be talking about like unlicensed race cars. I'm not going to bring them back out, but I'll just mention them in the thing like I told y'all before. There was two of them over here on the table. I'm not going to bring in unless I have the actual cars packaged. And there's not, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm able to do that. So that's why I'm going to keep it like that. But we also be talking about later on down the road. We're going to be talking about 5-pack Hot Wheels. We're going to do a. I've done one on live, but I'm going to do one here where I'm going to take an actual modern day package of a 5-pack versus a 90s package, and I'm going to show y'all the difference. And no, I'm not going to put I'm not going to put the cars in the description box below and tell you all it is. I'm just gonna put what's new versus old and explain it and give y'all more information, my personal takes on it. Um, but more importantly, that's the way we're gonna do it. And I was asked to be more specific. Now next week, well actually next week got two coming out. One of them I had when I was a child, and the other one I remember it, but I never got it. I never got it. So there was going to be one coming out next week. Stay tuned for that. I will have to mention anytime you see a car on camera, I have to put unlicensed. It's just that's just the way it's going to go. I'm not going to. I can only put license first and then unlicensed on the bottom, or just leave it like it is and tell you what's packaged or open if it's just one of those normal day modern day cars. But in yesterday years, unfortunately, I can't really put packaged and open, but I can tell you exactly what the car is, and I can tell you if what category it's going to be in. Guys and girls, if you like this kind of content and more, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you put the bell on all and go do the same thing on the Diecast Collective blog. Tim Traver, the Diecast Collective blog, as well as Tim Traver, the Diecast Collective main channel here. It directly supports both channels. I greatly appreciate it. It's all obligated. I don't have to tell y'all what to do. If you don't want to, it's fine. You do, it's fine. So then, one big dilemma I am going to let y'all know. I have not 100% come up to this or have ever done it in the past where I'm putting out 2 different videos per day. So if it's like the day before, like the week before Chris or Thanksgiving, I'll put all the regular cars out first. Then I'm going to go on back and done all of the other ones that come up prior to it. So in other words, in years past, I would have done one. Well, I would have done one on Monday, where it would be current week, and then I would do the following week. Tuesday, following week. Wednesday, current follow. I would have done that for like three. I've done that like two, three times in like 2 years, and I was like, you know what, this is not really good, or it's not worth it. So what I did was I turned around, done the full 1 week, and then turned around, did Monday, Tuesday. I did Monday and Tuesday. 1 year I'd done it where I'd done Monday and Tuesday kind of together. And then I done Wednesday, or maybe it was Monday, I done separately. And then I think I did Tuesday and Wednesday together. And then I turned around on Wednesday, did Thursday, and then Friday together. And I put them all out like that. I've done stuff like that in the past. Don't be surprised it's going to happen again. I'm not 100% sure what's going to be coming out in that time frame. I have not gone down. I have not gone down that far in the calendar, so we're just still barely in the, like, we're in the first, technically we're at the almost the end of the first week of November, so it's still got plenty of time to come. So who knows? But like I said, guys and girls, I don't know what all going to be detailing the next few days, but I can say that there's some stuff that we'll be posting up soon. We'll wait and see on that. But like I said, I'm going to be rolling out a couple of cars next week. I got some over there that I want to get, and there's like some in the other room I want to get up here on the channel. There's some like unlicensed cars I just wanted just to put out, get the content out and everything. And like I said, Tuesday we got another video. We got still a few cars over here I could still use for next week as well. No big deal. Um, just gonna try to get creative for the next few weeks, and then um, now I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Typically on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, I do take that time off, and it's because of family, but it's also because I need it, and sometimes I just want to have a little vacation and a little time to myself. So, guys and girls, if I'm not going to post up much during that time, that's the reason. Don't get discouraged or anything. You still got plenty of content you can go back and rewatch and re-listen to. But like I said, we will be doing this month. We're going to be talking about race cars and street cars. Well, racing all together, drag, whatever, and all that good stuff. So but keep it locked in, keep it tuned in. You're gonna like it. You're gonna enjoy this series. The retro series. It's gonna be a month. There's one where it's gonna be monthly, and then there's a weekly one. That's the that's Tuesday retro series. That's just a weekly thing. But the actual retro series, it's a monthly thing. But we talk about certain genres. That's basically what the whole conception was, or the whole origin was. We were going to do each month, we were going to do a genre, and then each week we were going to do like whatever else. It was like to be a random type esque feel of what it's going to go and be. And quite frankly, that's the way that the direction was going to go, and it kind of did. So I'm kind of happy about it now. But it's just, like I said, it's just taking its time, and I gotta fine tune play. Plus, I gotta go through my totes, and I think in December, I may try to do muscle cars or something like that. I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna try to do one of those coming up soon. And guys and girls, I'm gonna go ahead and just start wrapping it here. It is almost 20 minutes, and I gotta put all that stuff in there. But like on top of the video, when you go back and replay it, I explain it on both channels. The actual fun fact about the Little Red Express. So anyway, guys and girls, I'm gonna go and get off here and put this stuff out. I already done it for Twitter or Twitter and Twitter, not Instagram. I don't have Instagram. for Twitter and Facebook. But anyway, guys, I used to have Instagram years ago, but too many scammers and spammers, gift cards and yeah, gift cards asking for money and gift cards and want your cash apps, which I don't have. But anyway, besides that, all right, guys and girls, I'm gonna go and get out of here. I'm gonna put all that stuff up. I already done it on Facebook and Twitter, so I'm gonna put it right here on YouTube on both channels. With that all being said, until next time, stay safe, everyone. Just be careful what you do out there, and yeah, we'll catch you probably tomorrow or Monday, whatever, and we'll have something cool. Stay tuned for all the latest information come out. Until next time, we're out.